Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Case TV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of actual productive track day racing. Yes, it's true. After I think three complete episodes of nonsense, I can't. Oh no. Open wheel racing. I'm not in track day yet. Ugh. I did check track day like this episode, and I will be able to at least complete track day. I can't complete the grid challenges. I can't complete the drift. But I can finish open wheel, and I can finish track day. However, I do still need to upgrade this vehicle, I think. Oh, and it's gonna... Did I get the mileage in? I did get the mileage in, but it didn't give me the opportunity to upgrade the car. So a little nonsense. But only the usual little nonsense of going back. Okay, it's the Renault R26. That's what I need. I need to upgrade the Renault R26. So it's a single vehicle. When you hit A to select the car, when you hit A, it doesn't give you the option to go back in the menu to where you last were. It doesn't give you the option to actually upgrade the car. Sometimes when you hit select, it gives you the option to upgrade the car, but it doesn't always do that. I don't know exactly why. But I need track day. I need to go to the end, and it's BT62. This one. This one? Please tell me it was the BT62. Okay. I can't click it. Why is there no options to change the livery? You own it, right? No, I don't own it. Okay, so that's not the right car. What car was it? It's not track day, that's why. It's open wheel. Oh. This has been so torturous. R26, that's the one. And I did do the livery. And I did get the mileage in, so I can do the upgrades. And I have to do, but I didn't actually do the upgrades yet. I should have done that last time. Okay. And I have to do half of the upgrades because this is the second race out of 3. So I do half the upgrades. Okay. Now, I've got half of the upgrades done, and then for the final race, I have to have all the upgrades done. And how many miles do I need? I need 10 more miles. This is a 2-race event, so hopefully I'll get in the 10 miles. If I don't get in the 10 miles, I'll have to do more nonsense and go to a race creator to get in the miles. All right. Open wheel. And it is the second of the R26s. Yes. Halfway upgraded. And then this is the fully upgraded. Okay. And I have to finish in the top 3. And it is 2 rounds. 2 rounds, yeah. Sunny 3. What's the 3 mean? Can I finish in the top 3? No, oh, that's the number of laps I got. Does it say what the mileage is? Then I would know. Ah, it doesn't matter. And I hit back, which means it took me back to the top of the menu, because it does that. Don't select event details. You'll lose your place. This game loses your place. This game drives me so crazy. I'm really glad. The racing is fun, but I'm so glad I'm going to be done with this career mode and can move on to a different game. And by the time you are watching this on YouTube, it will probably be There will probably be, the decision will have already been made what game that I'm playing next. And there will be a trailer and announcement on my YouTube channel. But for those of you on Twitch, I should have put it, you know what, I'm going to put this link in Twitch even though, if you're on YouTube, ignore it because the poll will have ended, but I keep forgetting to paste this during my breaks. A link to where the poll is. But yeah, that poll I'm sure has been closed by now. So, and the link will appear on your screen, but you can't click on it. So, all right, continue. Yes, I'm in the correct car. I have it back on hard, right? Which means I might need to move it down. One race at hard if I can't do it. One race at medium if I can't do it. One race at easy. That's how we roll. And it's 2 events. I only need to finish 3rd, but it's 2 events. If I win the first race, I'll be if I win the first event, then I'll be put at the back of the pack, which will give me less opportunity to win the overall event. But I have a feeling I need to start at medium right away, because this is pretty difficult. The cars are fast, and I'm pretty old. I don't have a lot of skill in the first place, so I might have to turn this down to medium right away to have a chance at this. But we'll see. I'll try it at hard first. I haven't driven this car before, so I can't really say. It's not raining, which is good. I looked at the conditions, and it said that it was sunny for both races. So, yeah, I am not making a lot of progress here. I started in 11th, I'm at 18th. Whoa! Now, see, stuff like that is fun. The racing is fun. It's all the other nonsense with the game that is not fun. I'll be so glad when I'm done with it and move on to something else. You will like what I'm moving on to next, I'm sure, because if you're watching on YouTube, you already know what it is. And, because the trailer will be... actually, the trailer will probably not be scheduled. Well, I guess it'll be scheduled as soon as I make it. It'll be out a couple weeks before the series ends, but as of the time I'm recording this, which is like a month before this is going to come out on YouTube, I still have that vote going. But by the time this comes out on YouTube, I will have better picked the vehicle, picked the game, because I'll have to, this game is going to be ending soon, which means in my timeline, I have to immediately make a decision and probably this week buy the game and then test it out, make sure it is, or acquire the game if I don't already buy it. I don't even know what the results are. One game I need to buy, one game I already have. So either way, test the game out, make sure what the career mode is like, that it's not bugged. Because one of the games in an earlier version had a bugged career mode, so if I play that game, I'll have to check to make sure that that's gonna work, actually. And that's this is difficult. This is gonna be difficult. I am not gonna race the next race I'm gonna be redoing this race, I'm sure, in medium, but I need the mileage anyway, so yeah, I need time to test the audio levels, all that stuff, to play through the career mode a little bit, so I can gauge what difficulty level is a good one to play at, etc. Test the audio, and then put together a short trailer. Oh, and I can't do the trailer has a voiceover. I can't do the trailer until I get this new headset. So I'm gonna need to get that. I'm planning on buying that. Today is Saturday as I'm streaming this. I'm planning on buying that this week. I'm gonna order it today or tomorrow. I'll have it here by Wednesday. Now the cord is all tangled up in my arm and it's driving me crazy, mostly because it feels like a fly or something on there. It's not a fly. I know it's not a fly. It feels like a heavy fly. It's not a heavy fly. We have two bit fruit flies in here occasionally. I got traps out. I could tell it was the cord. Adjusted my arm. It's fine. I'm pretty sure it was the cord. Now I'm gonna freak out wondering what that was. Too heavy to be a fly. Ugh. And wouldn't be any other callers. We have the apartment complex come in and take care of that. Although everything leaks so badly in this apartment, we could get fly, which is why it gets awfully warm in here. We don't dare open the windows even when it's very hot, or even when it's cold. We don't dare open the windows to keep the place cooled down. Have to run the air conditioner even in the winter time, some parts of the winter time. Because move this over, so the cord's not quite as weird. Because unless it's like a deep freeze, you still get things in here in the wintertime because the screens leak so much that we'll get wasps and stuff in here in like early March or February, which believe me, in February it's deep freeze here, just like it's incredibly hot in here in September. In February it's very cold. Early March is very cold. Late March is reasonably cold. You wouldn't think. When there's snow on the ground, you still can get bugs in here if it's not, the ground isn't completely frozen. Flying bugs. Stingy flying bugs. Alright. Now, I got mileage in, but I am going to, once I get to the menu, abandon. I will still get credit for the mileage for the first race, but I'm going to abandon and put it down to medium, because there's no way I'm going to win this event on hard. Okay. And, I think my party chat is acting up. Let me reset that too. In case you don't know the secret of streaming on the Xbox, if you want to stream on the Xbox, you need to start a party chat. A year ago or so, they updated the app and integrated more support for streaming options. You can stream from Twitch to Streamlabs now, Streamlabs Online, and made other things easier, but it also meant, is there an exit here? Yes. But they introduced a bug because it was rewritten from the ground up, and apparently they're using different libraries on the Xbox than they were before, and Twitch programmers are arguing with Xbox that it's their problem because the libraries you're using don't work, and Xbox is arguing with Twitch saying, but you use different libraries, these libraries work or something, and nobody's fixing it. So you get, the sound gets warbly. It sounds like just your voice gets warbly, but it's not just your voice. The entire game gets warbly, but your voice is the thing that really is noticeable. And I have to do this again, but I'm going to do it with medium. This one. That's the last one, right? Yeah, okay. No. Oh, resume event or restart event. No, I did want to restart the event. That's right. Because I got credit for the mileage, but I want to restart the event and change the difficulty. Oh, and I didn't start my timer. I have no way of knowing how long I've been going. Ah, crap. I would have to go to a whole different... I'd have to open up a different browser to see when the marker was. Okay. I don't know when I started. We'll say it's been 15 minutes. Sure, let's say it's been 15 minutes. It's been at least 10 minutes. You'll know if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, get in your time machine, come back, and tell me. Well, you don't know where I am. Get in your time machine and then whisper me right away on Twitch, letting me know what the time is of the YouTube episode right now. You probably didn't hear the finger clip because I got clothes on. All right, options, gameplay, difficulty, medium, apply, no, medium, apply, yes, restart the race. It doesn't have to reload, just restarts, and start the race. Hopefully at medium I can compete. If I can't compete at medium, I will, turn it down to easy. Which is okay, because then I'll get even more mileage. I won't have to... Oh! Okay. Nonsense! Rewinds because of the aggressive driving. I hate rewinds. I had them off for the first quite a bit of time in this game, but I eventually had to turn them on because they are too aggressive. They were running off the road. It's okay if I run them off the road. You're used to doing that in a sim-cade kind of game. I do have I did turn damage back on though, so I have to be somewhat careful about that. But if they spin me out, that's not cool. They have moved up a couple positions, so I do have a chance. I have to finish third though, based on points. So I have to at least get in the points both races, and I have to not just get in the points. I probably have to finish like 5th both races. Have a chance of winning. I don't know what it is. Whatever. I need at least 14 points. I think 16 points I might need total. Or I need 20. I need 25 points total. Half of 25 is that's what you get for first, and half of 25 is 12 and a half. So I need at least 13 points out of each race, and 10th is 1 point, and then 8th is, or 9th is 2 points, and then I think it's 4 each, so 4 for 8th, 6 for 6 for 7th, 6 would be 6, and then maybe it goes up. Yeah, it's gotta be. I think I only need 2 fifths. Because at some point it starts going up more than 2. It starts going up 4 in places. I don't remember where that is. I think 2 5th place finishes will give me enough points to win the race, but I only need to finish 3rd. To get 3rd, which is, I think, maybe 16 points, maybe 14 points. I would need 2 7s. Can't get 7s, so 2 8s. I don't know. I don't remember how the point works, but 2 9s will definitely not do it for me. Right, but I do have another lap to go. If I finish in 10th, I'll start in the middle of the pack again, but I can't finish in 10th twice. So I have to finish high enough that I think I can come back from a start closer to the back than the front and still be able to make up those places. I will say this is very fun. I'm having a blast doing this race. I'm not having the success I need. If it wasn't for their policy of doing renumbering, putting the best finishers in the back, then you know I could have fun, finish 8th, and then think, okay, well, maybe I'll finish high enough in the next race because I just started. We do have another flashback. Thank goodness, because it got damaged. I've had so much fun with this game, but I've also had so much frustration with things not involving the driving. It's so much fun driving and so much frustration with what I consider other nonsense. Having to do custom races to build up the mileage, because you can't build up the mileage doing career mode. Having to do, like I had to do open wheel race thing. I had to do a drift event in order to qualify for an open wheel event. But some of that is kind of the sponsor things, and some of the sponsors don't work. And in general, I just don't like the fact that you can't finish the career mode unless you can beat people at drifting, and I can't beat the weakest AI with any kind of assist at drifting because I hate drifting. And in there are things like Demolition Derby, but they're in there are things like Demolition Derby, but they're in the challenges that I can't get into. Or not the challenges, the gauntlet, but I can't get into the gauntlet, so I could do my own Demolition Derby as a custom race. Can I try that once? I might have tried that once at the end of an episode, just to play around. I don't think I did. Maybe it's not quite a Demolition Derby. I don't remember. The racing is very, very fun. I enjoy the racing. I finished 7th. How many points did I get for 7th? I got 2 points. And I'm going to be finishing farther back. No, I got 6 points. Okay, so that's what it is. It's only 22. 22, 19, 18. 19, 18? And then 8? This is different. Oh, that's team. Never mind. Okay, 25, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8. I got 6 points. And somebody's got 25, so I need another 20 points. No, I only need to finish in 3rd, which is probably means my target is 15, because these people that finish at the top are going to finish down here. It might be that this person gets another 8, so I need 18. But let's say I need 15. I finished in 6th. To get 15, I will need to get another 10 points, which means I need to finish in 5th. But I need to finish in 5th, starting not in 11th, but starting in 7 from the bottom. So I'm not going to. I'm going to move it down to easy. It is unreasonable to believe that in one race I will get good enough to be able to do it. So. Continue and leave. Actually, no. Since I have to restart anyway. Let's say options. I thought I might have to do easy on these open wheels. Apply. And let's just say continue, because I'm going to quit this anyway. A little bit faster. Back, and then leave, and then yes, and then take me God's only know where in the menu. I can guarantee I won't be back to where I needed to be. No, it's all the way back to the beginning of the career mode. Okay. Pro. This is the one I haven't done yet. Okay, so now I am gonna do this, and I am going to say restart the event. Well, I've probably gone at least 20 to 25 minutes so far, because it didn't start in time. I could measure the sweat on my brow. That'll help me determine how long I've been going. How warm has it gotten in here since the air is off? It is extreme heat warning here. Yes, I live in Minnesota. Minnesota's not always cold. Minnesota is halfway between the equator and the North Pole, and almost in the dead center of a big North American continent with no sea currents to help make it cooler or warmer. Plus, it's got 10,000 lakes, which makes it very, very humid in the summertime. And when they're all frozen over, very, very dry. So yes, we get the most extremes. It not only gets very cold, it also gets very warm. It's 100 degrees freedom here at least a few times during the summer. It gets 0 degrees freedom here at least several times during the winter. So, and that's air temperature. That's air temperature of both, not heat index. I'm talking air temperature or wind chill. Okay, so double check. This is on easy. Yes. Okay. And let's start this. Watch the movie. I can't think of it. Grumpy Old Man. Watch Grumpy Old Man 1 and Grumpy Old Man 2. Make sure you see the second one. You'll see the extremes. That was actually parts that were filmed in Minnesota, but none of lake scenes or anything. I don't think were filmed in Minnesota. Maybe they were. I know the indoor scenes or the diner scene that was filmed in St. Paul, actually in St. Paul, which is the sister city to Minneapolis, the Twin Cities. That's why they're called the Twin Cities. They're right next to each other, across the Mississippi River. MISSISSIPPI. Minnesota is the source of the Mississippi River, in case you didn't know that. The Twin Cities is farther south than where the head of the Mississippi, or the source of the Mississippi, but it's where the Mississippi and Minnesota rivers converge. And if you've never heard of the Minnesota River, I don't blame you, because it's a pretty small river. Where the Mississippi and the Missouri River meet is in St. Louis. We're up where the Minnesota and Mississippi and the Minnesota meet. And so not only do we have lakes all over, but we also have these rivers. But they're rivers. They're not like an ocean where you can get an ocean breeze, a cool breeze off the ocean in the summertime. No, no. No, no, no. Or a warm breeze off the ocean, I guess, depending on where you are, what coast you're on. No, no. We get nowhere near deserts or anything like that, which will lose the heat at night. Keep everything cool. I don't know. Flush and green and sweaty. The ground is sweaty. There's an old joke about Minnesota being the food is white, the ground is white. The food is not so bland anymore. And the demographics of the people, I didn't tell you the whole joke. The demographics of the people are also, fill in the blanks. The demographics of the people is much different than it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. A lot of young people moved here, young professionals moved here 30 years ago, 35 years ago, in the 90s and early 20-aughts. And I'm still moving here because it's tech, big tech city, and also big healthcare city. Rochester, the Mayo Clinic is in Rochester, is not too far from here, but also University of Minnesota and other big medical facilities, but also a lot of national healthcare centers and clinics and things are built, based in cities. So anyway, very diverse demographic now. I mean, a lot of it depends on where you go, but the cities themselves have a very diverse demographic, and the suburban areas, but not necessarily the exurban areas. So we should say that Minnesota is where the ground is sweaty and the people are sweaty and the food will make you sweaty. Spicy food will make you sweat. The lakes will make you sweat. The heat will make you sweat, and the lakes are sweating. The air is sweating. The air is sweat where the air is sweating, people are sweating, and the food is sweating. Whatever the joke should be for the summertime. I'm not checking the chat while I'm doing races. See, now this is too ridiculously easy. I wish they had more difficulty levels. Medium, I couldn't do. Hard, I couldn't do, for sure. Medium, I didn't think I could do. And now easy is like, they have 5 difficulty levels. Hard is actually the middle difficulty levels. Their level of aggression goes up with each difficulty level, not just their speed. And easy is, even for me, pretty easy. So it's nice that they do have game modes that appeal to people that, you know, are average at video games and just want to play a cool video game. Or, you know, I've been doing racing games for a long time. There are certain games that are considered hard racing games, like Dirt Rally 2, that whenever I do the daily challenges with real people, I usually finish around the middle of the pack. And I do play with a controller, so I'm around an average driver. But there are games that are like, no, we only appeal to excellent drivers, to committed drivers. If you don't have a $1,000 racing rig, then get out. Even if I had a $1,000 racing rig, I wouldn't be any better than I am now. I used to play with a wheel on PC, but the PC blew up and the wheel is boxed up because I don't have any room for it. I mean, the PC melted down. It was in a room. I mentioned the heat was in a room that could not be kept cool, too far away from the air conditioner. And because I live in an apartment with right up against the tar roof, 3rd floor, south-facing windows, only south-facing windows, no cross ventilation, windows are open, and leaky windows. So leaky screens, opening windows aren't good. And tried what I could to get fans blowing in there with the air conditioner, but eventually the PC just, like, everything died. Maybe the video card was okay, but I wouldn't never know because the motherboard went, and the whatever the MOS is, the BIOS was unrecoverable, and the drive went even before that, and so couldn't boot up on floppy anymore because everything was melted down. It was lost, totally lost. The monitor, I'm still using the same monitor. The monitor was fine, but now I'm out in the living room with the Xbox, and so it's cool enough here that I do all of my streaming on the Xbox. All right, I finished first, which means I'm starting last, but I should still win the race. So yes, everything I do on the Xbox, because it's out in the living room. Could get a PC for the living room, still wouldn't have room to put up a wheel. But getting a big gaming PC, water cooled, whatever, might be a bit much. And I mean, my roommates only put up with so much. And also, I'm older, and I don't want to put up with the expense and the effort to keep a PC upgraded. Excuse me. Every year, you have to change something on a PC to keep up with the games that are being released. You know, you get a PC after a year, you have to start turning down. You know, after 6 months, you have to start turning down all your graphics options. After a year, you need a new graphics card. Or if your graphics card is okay, you need a new CPU. And but to get a good enough CPU, you need a new motherboard. Because, you know, the motherboard is now, obviously you need to get faster memory, but the motherboard needs to be upgraded to account for the faster memory and to get the better CPU. And you might need a new power supply for that, and of course you need a new graphics card. And all these things don't have to be changed every year, but one of them has to be changed every year. And if you get a new graphics card, for sure you need a new power supply, even if you didn't need a new power supply for the new motherboard. Yeah, it's too much trouble. It's a lot of expense, and it's just too much trouble to keep changing these. Either you spend a whole ton of money and every year you buy a brand new PC, or you take it somewhere to upgrade it every year, which is less money. Or you do it all yourself, which is, still costs money, but you save labor costs, except you have to do the labor. It's just too much. People have said, man, we got to get you a PC. You're playing on console? We got to get you a PC. I said, thanks, but, you know, you can buy me a PC if you want, but I'm not going to use it. Because I'm not going to put up with upgrading it every year. Yeah, give me the top-of-the-line gaming PC. Great. And then by next year, it won't be top-of-the-line. It won't be top-of-the-line when you get it out of the shop. There was a great commercial back many years ago where a guy was very proud that he got the latest and greatest PC. I don't even remember what it was for, but he got the top-of-the-line PC, and he was so proud. He had it on the front seat next to him. He's driving like a convertible or something, and had it on the front seat next to him with his arm on it, and, you know, he's driving around so happy. Comes to a stop. He's like practically gives his PC a hug. He looks over at it longingly, and then he looks up and at a billboard for that, you know, for that PC, latest and greatest, you know, and he looks down, he's like, you know, yeah, I did it. I finally got a top-of-the-line PC. And then he looks back, and there's workers there changing the billboard to the next, they changed the billboard to the next model. He's like, God, the T1, and, you know, it's like, no, introducing the T2 or the T100. What? And the look on his face. Great commercial. Okay. That last hit blew a tire. And I hope I can rewind it back far enough. I didn't catch it in time. I hope I can rewind it back far enough that I still don't have the blown tire. Okay, I think that might have been the hit. Okay, I think I did. My tire is not blown. Oh, I'm still getting sounds. No, I don't think it's the tire that's blown. Just some aerodynamics or something. That's the one thing that can happen to you. I don't think anything else is programmed into the game, like engine damage, aerodynamic damage, none of that stuff. The only thing that can actually hurt you is you can't get a punctured tire. You can't get a blown tire. And then you can't finish the race. But you may not notice it right away because it's just punctures. And then eventually you can tell it's punctured. So it might be outside of the range of your rewind ability. So flashbacks, haha, the only reason I would need a flashback is if I crash into something. But if you crash into something that matters, you won't know it matters until you're out of the rewinds. Well, obviously there's other reasons to flashback because, again, of the aggression of the opponent. Well, the sad thing is I'm going to have to do easy mode for the rest of these races, I think. Well, single races, oh, I'll see, I tried medium and single races. I didn't gain any spaces from the start. It's not fun to watch. It's kind of fun to play out on a test track all by yourself. But it depends. If it's a track day like thing, where it's a time trial, if it's a time trial thing, then I can play hard mode and still probably get first place or third place, whatever I need. But if it's a circuit race, their aggression is pretty high, and, you know, they drive the car better. But I am going to have a fully upgraded car, which might indeed make it more difficult for me. I'm going to see, once this event is finished, what the next event is like, and if I need any more mileage. Hopefully I've got the mileage to do the full upgrades. After doing the first event twice extra, so doing the first event 3 times now, and the second event once, or second race, the first race 3 times, and the second race for this event once. Hopefully that's enough mileage. We'll find out. You only need like 10 more miles. Alright, oops. Hit that maybe too soon to know whether I got some mileage in. I did. Okay. Well, I'll check. Who knows where it's going to put me in the menu, though. Will it put me back to where I left off? Oh, I unlocked something. That's nice. Now, see, sometimes you hit A to continue. Sometimes you hit B to continue. Well, I knew where it was going to put me in the menu. As far away from as possible from where I need to be to check. And I have unlocked it, so I do have the ability to do the upgrades. But if I hit A here, it doesn't give me the upgrade screen. Why? I don't know. Sometimes it does. So I have to go back here. I could have checked this first, but I forgot. I couldn't get up to the screen on this particular race. What is that noise? Did I unlock something else? Maybe? Anyway, this is the one. Come on, show me my car. Thank you. Options. Let's respray it. Show height upgrades. The rest of the upgrades, which I can do. Unlock level 3. Final race, I need to be able to unlock the top fully upgraded stage. I don't necessarily need to apply the full upgrades. But of course, if I don't apply the full upgrades, I have no chance of beating the AI. Oh, you don't hit back here. You hit Y. Because why would you hit back? Drives you crazy. Well, you know what? I think I'm actually going to end it here because I don't know when I started. I'm guessing it was at least 10 minutes. And according to the air conditioner, it's quite warm in here. So I apologize if this is a little bit shorter, but I forgot to hit the button. But all I have to do is this race. And I will try it on hard first. Is it a time trial? No, it's a circuit race. And I only have to do it once. So I'll go ahead and do it 3 times because otherwise I won't have enough content for a whole nother hour. Because that'll be the end of Open Wheel. I'll be on the track days. So I will come back here, change the options to hard, not controls, to hard, apply. And then when I come back, I'll be ready to do the career mode, the pro, the open wheel, and this last race of the open wheel. I'll try it on hard. Probably will fail. I'll try it on medium. Probably will fail. If I come really close, I might play it on medium twice. And then I'll try it on hard, and then I will almost certainly win. And of course, it's not showing me the All right, folks. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'm going to find someone to raid. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. Twitch, stay right here. But for those of you on YouTube, I will say to you, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great night, great evening, great afternoon, great morning, great whenever until I see you again. Might as well do it in first order. And wherever you end up going, on the road or life, be sure to enjoy the drive. All right, Twitch, stick around for raid. YouTube, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.